A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's class on ACC222. My name is Aliu Muhammad Nasser, and as the Departmental Examination Officer of Accounting, I will be introducing the course to you, while in the subsequent weeks, you will be introduced to the various course lecturers that will be handling this course that is domiciled in the Department of Accounting. The course code is ACC222, that is titled Introduction to Cost and Management Accounting. And this course is being offered by um, five departments, if I'm not mistaken. We have BSc Accounting, BSc Banking and Finance, BSc Business Administration, and BSc Public Admin. Sorry, four departments offering the program. And these programs are all students of 200 level. We also have the course lecturers outlined to take these various classes. Dr. A.S. Alassan, who is the lead course lecturer, you will get to know him in the weeks to come. Together with Ibrahim Amadu are to handle 200 level accounting class. Dr. Hassan Musa and Dr. Usman Musa will be handling BSA Public Admin 200 level class. MI Mainoma and Ibrahim Amadu will be handling BSc Business Admin together with Dr. Musa A. Muhammad. And then Dr. A. Alassan with Liman A. Muhammad will be handling BSc Banking and Finance class. The course is a 3 credit unit course. As such, the expectation is for us to deliver 3 hours of lectures in a week, and these lectures will be divided into physical as well as virtual. So we expect to interact in our physical venues within the faculty, and then to be meeting as well virtually in this mode. The course overview basically centered around how to manage cost in businesses, and how to be able to prepare cost and handling cost issues. Basically, how to manage cost, because we all know that if you want to increase your profit, you either increase your sales, or you reduce your cost. You try as much as possible to reduce your cost. The lower the cost, the higher the profit. And so the ability to manage these costs and cost issues within the business is a paramount item that cannot be overlooked, which is what we will be introducing you to in this course as times goes on. So let's see the topics that we expected to cover in the next 11 to 12 weeks of our lectures. The first on that is week 1, we will be looking at nature, scope, and functions of cost and management accounting. Week 2, we'll look at definition of terms in cost and management accounting. Week 3, there will be material costing. Week 4, labor costing. Week 5, we will discuss overhead costing. Week 6, it's going to be job costing. And week 7, contract costing. Week 8 is batch costing. Week 9, process costing. Week 10, marginal costing. And we'll round up with standard costing in week 11. Now, by way of introduction, I will generally look at these topics and briefly introduce them to us. The nature, scope, and function of cost and management accounting. Uh, we all understand what functions cost and management accounting plays in an organization, and the function is to be able to maintain and manage the costs associated with that particular organization in a given period of time, because there is no way you will involve in doing activities, business activities, without incurring cost. There is no way you will provide goods or services to your customers without you incurring cost. You incur several costs. You incur costs in purchasing raw materials, you incur costs in paying staff salaries, you incur costs in maintenance of offices. Now, the ability to manage this cost will significantly determine if the business is going to survive in the long run or not. Then we'll look at the definition of terms in cost and management accounting. What are the terms that we'll be hearing as time goes on? Those terms that perhaps may be new to some of us in this class, while to others it's not new. But we'll look at all those terms and terminologies and define them such that as we begin to use those terms, you've already been made aware of what they are and what they mean. Then we'll look at material costing. Uh, how do we prepare and manage the cost of materials that we purchase, the raw materials, the work in progress, and the finished goods materials that we have? How do we manage them? What are the mechanisms? What are the methods that we are going to be able to manage this significant aspect of the business? Then follow immediately by the labor costing. Of course, when you have structures, you have materials in place, you still need the human element, that is the labor force, to be able to put this material and resources to use in generating revenue for the business. Now, how do you manage the cost associated with this labor or human element, that is the salaries, the wages, the bonuses, the time that they are to work, the resumption time, as well as the closing time? All these are to be discussed extensively under labor costing. Then overhead costing, usually where you have some other expenses or costs that are incurred that might not necessarily be directly related to the cost of production, but are necessary if we want the production to take place and continue. We have job costing, contract costing, batch costing, process costing, marginal costing, and standard costing. All these are different methods of carrying on activities within the organization that we are going to streamline in discussing what they are, how they are, and how can they be put to use into the business. This is just an introductory class to briefly introduce you to the course, which is titled Cost and Management Accounting. As the weeks come by next class, you will be having one of the course lecturer that will be handling the first topic, which is nature, scope, and functions of cost and management accounting. In there, he will explain in details what is the nature of cost accounting, what are the scope, where does cost accounting cover, what functions does cost accounting performs in our business, and all that are related. The week after, someone else will discuss definition of terms in cost and management accounting, and so on and so forth. Thank you sincerely for listening. We have some reading text for you that you may want to consult in the course of reading. We have Batfield JT, Rayburn CA, and Kimney MR 1994, titled Cost Accounting Traditions and Innovation. It is published in New York. We have T. Lucy 2009, Costing, 7th edition. You can get any of the edition. And then we have Accounting Technician Scheme, that is the ATSW, Cost Accounting, and so many other materials that you can find in the library. All can be useful together with the little material that we'll be offering in this course. Thank you sincerely for listening, and I wish you a pleasant day ahead.